Let's see.
Can't what? I'm about to explode. Okay.
Hi, welcome to Black Southern Belle, live from Asheville, North Carolina.
Hi.
I'm your host today, Aisha Adams. I'm the founder of Equity Over Everything, a diversity, equity and inclusion education firm. And today I'm here with my friends, my stylists, and my community members, Kalani Jackson and Trina Gregg Jackson. Take a moment and just introduce yourself. We'll start with Kalani and then move to Trina.
So, hi everyone. I am Kalani Jackson, co-owner of Asheville Pro Lash with my mom. I am a licensed esthetician. I am also a new doula, birthing doula to the community. I do a lot of makeup, hair, eyelashes. I have celebrity clients, and I have been recently signed to 6 a.m. models. So I do some curve modeling as well. What else?
Everything.
Everything. I do a lot of stuff.
The Asheville View.
Yeah. Oh, the Asheville View. Duh. So I'm the host for the Asheville View, which is awesome. And this is Aisha's project that we do. And it's like a beautiful thing because we're able to interview and you can see the current happenings in Asheville. So.
And what's your claim to fame? What makes you famous around Asheville?
Oh, so my claim to fame, I was the first African American Miss Asheville under the Miss America pageant system. So that was a special moment for our city and to open doors for women of color.
Awesome. Miss Jackson.
I'm Trina Gregg Jackson. I am a educator for about 28 years through Asheville City Schools. I'm an author. I am a mother of three, grandmother of two. I own Asheville Pro Lash, and Kalani is my co-owner. I do so many things. I wear so many hats and love every moment of everything that I do.
I'm so excited to be here with you all because y'all know Asheville Pro Lash is one of my favorite places in town. But you all make up the fabric of Asheville. You are both from Asheville. So, what is it like being a part of the Asheville community? How long have you been living in Asheville? And then, what do you really love about our town?
I love the fact that it's a small place that we know one another and we can put pieces together to intertwine and help one another. So that's the best part about being a small town. I grew up here, moved away, lived in California, Arizona for a while, came back and to raise my children. But Asheville is a beautiful place just to grow and see and do and have beautiful things.
Yeah, and I would say my favorite thing about Asheville is the holistic healing aspect of it. A lot of people come from all over to go hiking, to just kind of come to the city and relax because it is a perfect duck off space. So you got your hiking, you got your kayaking, you have the beautiful Biltmore Estate, you have a ton of like great food, y'all. Like Asheville has amazing food and it's all locally sourced most of the places downtown.
Farm to table,
Yeah, farm to
organic,
table,
vegan
in
friendly,
season.
all the
Yeah.
things, right? That is a great reason
Yeah.
to be in Asheville. Trina, I just want to highlight your Celebrate 365 that you do in
Oh,
February
yeah.
because I think that you do a really good job of showing the legacy of Asheville through that project. Can you talk a little bit about that project and why it's so important to community?
Yeah, the project actually was a fluke, but it turned out to be a real blessing. I was walking through my house and saw a picture of my mother, who is at this time is 85 years old, and she was a first in the Asheville area. She was the first teller for what we knew as Wachovia, but is now Wells Fargo. And so I wrote about her on February 1st, and so I got such a good following from it and a lot of comments. I decided to follow through the next day, and so I did 28 days, and it was really great because I was able to delve into the Black community in Asheville and see all of the wonderful things that people are doing, where they come from, and the rich history.
Yeah, I just think that's a beautiful project. We can't talk about why we love Asheville if we don't talk about the history of Asheville
Right,
And
and
those who
like,
came before us.
yeah,
right.
exactly. So powerful. So what is amazing about you two is that you're like a mother-daughter super duo team. How is it though, right? Like, because I work with my husband. So how is it to work mom and daughter in entrepreneurship? And why is entrepreneurship so important, Trina? Why is it so important that you brought Kalani along on this journey, or did Kalani bring you on her
Well, I think
We bring each other.
I think I initiated the journey
Yeah,
because
for sure.
I definitely saw the need to create a business, and I wanted to leave a legacy for my family. And again, at the time, sometimes you're doing things and you really don't know why you're doing them. But we are very fortunate to create a family here in our salon, and so bringing Kalani along, she has really jumped headfirst into what we're doing. It is beautiful to see African American women and get out here and create entrepreneurship and run businesses and do great things. I think Kay has done a great job uh, in learning and being involved. I mean, she's really been hanging in there.
I
Yeah.
have. Through pandemic, all like
Yeah.
it's been an amazing journey. And then it's just fun because we're all a family in here. It's me and mom, like we come together, do projects, and it's just fun.
We do projects, and then of course, we have some wonderful people that work with
Yes,
us,
our
and
staff.
we couldn't do things without them.
Yeah. I love the entire staff at Asheville Pro Lash. Big shout out to Donovan and
Yeah.
Whitney and
Whitney and
Jessica, Miss
Jessica, yeah, Miss
Tina.
Tina,
Like, big shout out because one of the things that I love about this place, it is a center or a cultural center. When I talked to Kalani about her vision for Asheville Pro Lash, she speaks highly about wanting to take care of the entire woman,
yeah. Right.
mentally, physically,
Right.
and emotionally, and that's really important to her. And Trina, you just ooze that out of your spirit. You just ooze that as an educator, as a master teacher. So my question for you is, can you talk a little bit about how Asheville Pro Lash is like a cultural place, a place where heritage is born and got? Because I know I got my swag from Asheville Pro Lash. Talk about it, honey.
Well, so here again, I'm always doing something. I really created ProLash. I needed a tax write-off, and my last child was going graduating from college, so I created ProLash. But in going forward, it is a cultural experience. We really do want to do the whole woman. We know that you look good on the outside, but we definitely want your insides to be as beautiful as your outside. So, we work diligently to make sure that that happens and that that's maintained. We have social workers and psychologists that are available to our clientele if they are up against some things that they need to talk through and talk about. We just really want.
Because we deal, like when you think about a salon, you're thinking about women. So women deal with divorce, they deal with abortion, they deal with stillbirth, they deal with a lot of hard things. So sometimes people might not feel comfortable going to a psychologist, but I know that I can talk to them and be like, hey, kind of sounds like you're dealing with like maybe depression or a lot of emotion. So why don't we hook you up with this person? And then even with the doula work, like we're dealing with our clients are coming to us with major like life moments. So they're getting married, like they're having a baby.
Mhm.
So it's all these wonderful things that we get to share. So it's really just caring for our clients and being excited for what's next for them.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how our culture, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
is born.
And how does that like affect and permeate the community, right? Because like for me, I'm here every week without fail. And for me, it's an opportunity to catch up with former students. I walked in here the other day and D'Angelo was in here getting his hair twisted,
Yeah.
and I was able to reconnect with him or be able to connect with old teachers that I worked with before, like Rafika Cobb. She was in here,
Right.
right? So this is a place where community is coming together, and we are talking about important issues like solving problems. Like,
Mhm.
how did you envision it, and how do you think you got that to happen for us here?
I really think it's just kind of like our heart. If someone's going through something, then we're figuring out how we can pick up the phone and call whomever across town to get them connected with whatever it is that they need. Like, so
And I honestly think it's just a definite, just caring about people.
yeah.
And I genuinely care about how you feel and what's going on in your life, and the changes that you're making, and the leaps and bounds that you're making. So I just feel like when you're tapping into a person and really caring about them, then you help them to propel themselves through beauty and through healing in Asheville Pro Lash.
Yeah, I think it's great because it's like for me, it's my self care. Like I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna come here. I know I'm gonna get my face done. I'm gonna get my lashes, my hair, have a good conversation, a good
Conversation.
laugh. It might even get a little wind down at the
Right,
end,
right,
right?
right.
So it's important, and I think when I travel, right, because when other Southern Belles are traveling through Asheville, I want y'all to know like you can come here and get ready for your vacation. Like get that
Yeah.
lashes done, get your so
Makeup, facials,
all things,
pedicures, braids, hair, all that.
all things, right? So my question for you about beauty is, what's one beauty tip you have for a Black Southern Belle on the go?
Um, Take you a small carrying case and put your makeup that you really love. Put those pieces into that small carrying case so that you always have that ready for you when you're on the go. So you don't have to be digging in your big makeup case to create a small one. You just keep that in with your luggage, and you're always ready to go.
Kalani created mine for me, y'all.
Yes. I would say beauty tip, drink water.
Drink water.
Like,
Drink water.
oh my gosh, I always say I can tell when I am wilting, my flower is wilting, and I just need water to perk me up. If you're traveling, you're on the go, water is going to give you that boost for energy. So, water, sleep, and pray. Pray, honey, because Jesus, he be permeating through. I don't know.
I
But
love
a
it.
product that I do like, I've been wearing this like Gucci like lip balm,
Mm-hmm.
and it's amazing. I got it for my birthday, and it's just really buttery and creamy, and that's been my life. So yeah,
You're like a little Gucci though.
look,
Make you feel a little pep, right?
yeah.
So I think what do you have for visitors? A tip for visitors that are coming to Asheville, like any secret insider tip, any location, like one super tip for someone traveling to Asheville specifically.
So my favorite like duck out, and I just feel luxurious and like, ugh. I love the Grove Park Inn.
Yeah.
To just go have a drink and look at the scenery, that's just like that's it for me. I feel like it's like the best photo op. It just feels beautiful, and it's a lot of like rich history. We have a ton of celebs that have like been up there, and their faces are on the wall. But that's probably like one of my favorite
That's
Asheville
like
things.
luxury, right?
Yeah.
Like if
But
you're
you,
at the Grove Park, it's gonna be good.
it's
Yeah.
going to be good, but you really don't have to spend a ton of money. You can go have a couple of drinks and just really hang out and check out the view. That's the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah, for me, it's the hiking. I love the hiking.
Hiking.
And then y'all know my little spot is Milk So because they got the
Yeah,
Yes.
Melto's great.
they got the cheese, they got
Yeah.
the ribs, they got everything.
Yeah.
And my go-to is 131. We always have a big joke about 131, but I love the salads there. I'm a big salad person, but
And then we also, Asheville has the River Arts District. So they have like a lot of cool artists that are down there. They're like creating awesome jewelry, awesome prints. Also, downtown Asheville is just like a really nice shopping for like the weird, eccentric pieces that you can put with your stuff. So I feel
and
like,
we can't forget to shout out Black Wall Street.
Oh,
over
yes.
in the
What
Black,
are we
in the,
doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta shout out the Noir Collective.
Yes.
Got to check out the Noir
Yes.
Collective if you're in town. And
and the grind.
Yep, the grind,
Grind Coffee Shop,
Yep,
real cute.
Yep. So we have a lot of things, a lot of ways that people can engage when they come to Asheville. But I want to talk a little bit about the products that you sell that you haven't mentioned. So Kalani has a lot of luxury candles.
Yes, Lonnie luxury candles. They are so beautiful, y'all. So you burn them and they melt into lotion. So like a lot of my like clients, they put them by the sink, and like after they get done clean, they just dip their hands, and it's really beautiful. Or you can be sensual with them.
So how can we purchase them online?
You can go to LonnieLuxuryCandles.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And if we want to make an appointment with you,
Oh, go to AshevilleProLash.com. My name is Kalani and Mom is Trina.
all right. So let's talk to Trina about this digital products that you have. You have several digital products. First, let's cover your book, and then let's cover your fashion line.
Okay, so I have a book which is for actually entrepreneurs, but mainly people who are in the beauty industry, who are students who are coming out of school going into this salon. So I have a book and a workbook. You can purchase those on help me.
Beauty
No, the Beauty Coach, but I'm saying you can purchase them on Amazon.
Amazon.
So I also have a clothing line, wonderful hand painted things. You can go to Etsy, JLaVu, under Trina Gregg Jackson, and also to watch and what's coming. We're going to have a full line of clothes for plus size women.
Yep.
I am a beautiful, fluffy woman. And y'all know how hard sometimes it is to find things that really accentuate us and make us feel wonderful and beautiful. So we're gonna venture down that way, and that should be coming in the next couple of weeks.
And also too, you can go online and book us for like if you have projects where you need a makeup artist, hair artist. We travel and we do a lot of different things, not just locally.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I can't even believe we covered all that in such a
Yeah.
short period of time.
It went so
Before we
fast.
go, I would really like for you all to bless our Southern Belles with a beauty tip.
Oh,
Drinking
water. We
Drinking
covered that
water,
earlier.
That's for on the go, but I mean just like, you know, for Kalani, you always talk about your room you go to, or you talk about your
Oh
space.
yeah. So like for me, Jesus, that's my homeboy. I love him. So I think that it's really important to like really tap in and connect with him and cast your worries away, because at the end of the day, like he guides my footsteps. So just moving that zen.
So you
It
have
works for me.
space.
Oh yeah, I have a prayer room at home. So literally it has a rug, it has a Bible, and like I'll go in there and just like pray, do Bible study, just really pray and work through things. During the pandemic, I felt like a lot of people were dealing with like mental health, and that was my space to get my healing and really pray through things. It was awesome for me because we couldn't go to church. You know, we had online church, but I was able to like really get into the word and figure out what I need to fill my cup so I could give it back out to the community.
And you were brave during the pandemic, going out into the community, still filming the Asheville View, still servicing your clients that were doing like TV and stuff like that.
So we did like a lot of work, but through the state of North Carolina, salons were shut down. So it made us pivot and really think about like be intentional with our moves to make sure, you know.
And I think that kind of deep prayer and meditation allows you to be strategic.
Yes.
Kind of like move in a good way.
And the thing is, even with like a lot of people don't reverence church, but like we grew up in church. So the thing is that church teaches you fundamentals so that you're in order.
Structure.
You know, structure, like formalities of like how to do things. So
everything that we do is really church based. We don't really think about it, but it truly is.
Yeah. And like for me, I just want to be doing things that are right and that are in God's will so that I'm on point. So anything that falls on the outside of that typically doesn't flourish for me. So it makes sense to just move in alignment with what he needs to be.
So Trina, I know for you, your big thing is your garden and using your hands. So talk a little bit about how you use that to help you permeate beauty.
I definitely have to be moving, and I definitely use my hands a lot in creating. So I have a green thumb, and so I love to dig and put my hands in the dirt. I don't know what that is, but it really heals me, and it allows me to think about the things that I need to be doing, stay in touch with God, meditate, heal my inner being, my emotional being. So I garden somewhat, but the most important thing that I do for myself, which helps to create that beauty, is I stay in that flow, and I'm always painting and creating things that I think are beautiful to share with other people. Because I think if you hold on to those things and you're not uh, being a good
Yeah.
steward, you got to let that stuff go and let other people enjoy. And I really appreciate everyone who has, supported me in those endeavors.
Yeah, and we appreciate you too, Aisha. A lot of people don't know Aisha's doing so much things, like so many things in the community.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you because you even like took me under your wing. So
Well, I love you all. Like, this is my favorite place. I think it's great that in communities we'll talk about. I think people really understand the power of barbershops, and I think that
right,
people talk about that. But when I was going through, like, even my health issues, like your mama sent me to the hospital, like
right,
had me right. I was ready. You know
yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's true.
Or, when I'm having a bad day and I just need that oomph in my step to feel sexy again or just to
Yeah.
feel confident, this is a place that we go. We go to our beauty shops. And so these are the kind of people that like source our beauty shops. We are so lucky, right? Being black is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
It's excellent,
It
right?
is
And
just
so like
excellent.
so I'm so happy to share with y'all from Asheville what it looks like when we do our shop talk, when we sit down,
Because
how
we
we
cut
sit.
up, y'all.
And
Oh,
We be cutting
we
up.
do have a program called Shop Talk that will be coming out, and it'll be interviews from the people that work here, talking about different things that happen in the shop. And I think it's interesting because I love walking in the middle of the day and listening to what Donovan and what Whitney and the rest and Jess and everybody else is talking about. Even Miss Tina has a great sense of humor.
yeah.
So it's fun, and so sometimes we have to uplift each other. So yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, and I think like so for me, like I think it's important for us to uplift our beauty shops and our barber shops
right,
as
True.
cultural kitchens where
right,
people are like I'm watching right now our vice mayor's daughter develop her sense of style in the shop
right,
and her
Yeah.
womanhood. It's beautiful to watch,
right.
y'all. It's exciting.
Yeah,
So thank you for what you're giving to the community. Thank you for sharing it with our Black Southern Belles.
I'm so excited about the Black Southern
Yeah.
I
Bells.
know,
Yeah.
right? So thanks for sharing it with us. Thanks for being here. I'm your host again, Aisha Adams with Equity Over Everything. Bye.